Hello, today we're going to take a look at the Ranger R50D trailer mounted jetting system manufactured here in Sydney by Sewerquip Group. The unit's based on a very tough heavy duty chassis which is hot dip galvanised. It's designed for off-road use and designed for Australian roads. The suspensions uses a rubber element. We use the timber suspension. It's extremely durable and it has a rating of 3180 kilos. The trailer is very, very well balanced and tows really nicely. We've got the pumper motor up the front here, which puts a little bit of positive weight onto the ball on the vehicle, and the water tank is situated in the middle of the trailer, directly over the axle. So as we load the water tank with water, it doesn't change the balance of the trailer. It doesn't put any more weight onto the ball, which means the trailer tows and behaves very, very well, whether it's empty or full. We find that the standard four-wheel drive ute, the Ford Rangers, BT50s, any of those style of four-wheel drive utes tow the unit really, really well. Up the front here we've got the power pack with the engine and pump. The engine that we use in these is the Kubota V3300. They're a 3.3 litre engine, 68 horsepower, water cooled, very, very reliable and easy to get service and spares for Australia-wide. So the unit does the job really easy. We run the engine quite slow, which means it operates quieter and uses a lot less fuel. It's in a sound suppressed engine canopy. The engine drives a Ute or Triple X ceramic piston pump with a brass head. They're a run dry pump, very, very reliable. This unit in particular will do 75 litres a minute at 4,000 psi. We also have an R50D-100 which will do 98 litres a minute at 3,000 psi, and then we have a flushing unit which will do 125 litres a minute at 2,300 psi. So we've got the water strainer down here with a stone guard, isolation valve, tank drain valve, your main electric water valve, hydraulic oil tank. On either side of the trailer you've got a large dust-proof aluminium toolbox for storage of tools and accessories and nozzles. In the centre of the trailer we've got a 1150 litre water tank, which is a poly UV stabilised tank. As I was saying before, it is centred straight over the axle on the trailer. Working our way back, we've got the sight tube for the water tank, 75 litre diesel tank, and we also have a little mixer tank on the top there, which is 1 to 100 ratio with the water tank. We use that for using a grease blaster product, which is a grease releasing agent. This is our direct drive heavy duty hose reel. It's a hydraulic powered unit, extremely durable. It'll hold 150 metres of 1/2 inch hose or 180 metres of 3/4 inch hose. So it's a full pivoting unit. It'll pivot right out to the driver's side, right out to the passenger side. You've just got a lever here you pull, and it locks in at every 5 degrees, so you can always get it to lock in at the angle to face the manhole. You've also got a hose layering box here, which we use to run the hose through. That allows you to layer the hose really easily without the need to touch the hose. Your hydraulic valve for your reel. I've got reel in, reel out, and then if you pull all the way, that's free spool, which allows the spool to spin freely. You can also control that from the other side, so you don't have to cross over the hose if you are on that side and you need to go to use the reel. Here we have a pressure compensated flow control valve. This regulates the speed and torque of the hose reel. This is our engine control unit. In a weatherproof box, it's a little digital unit there, and it's monitoring all the engine parameters. So it's monitoring engine RPM, oil pressure, engine temperature, and if there's any abnormalities with the engine, it will shut down and read a display on the reason why it shut down. It's also got the service intervals set up on it. We've got revs up, revs down, water on, water off, work light on and off, and then the remote and manual selector switch. So these units now come standard with a Australian standard remote control. We use the Tele Radio product, which is very, very reliable. We can get 350 metres range with this quite easily. They've also got a dead man function, which means that they've got to be in constant communication, otherwise it will shut down and activate an e-stop. So if you go out of range or the battery goes flat, it'll automatically shut down. We have an e-stop on the side here. With the remote control, it gives us the ability to be able to start and stop the machine, speed the machine up, slow it down, turn the water on and off, and of course, most importantly, the emergency stop. So it's a great safety feature. We recommend using it on every single job. It gives the operator that extra layer of safety. It means you can shut the unit down if something goes wrong and you're 100 metres away from the trailer. We've got a telescopic light stand here which allows us to raise the work lights and the rotating beacon. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for the Ranger R50D. So if you're after a reliable Australian-built trailer jetting system, you're a council or a water authority or a plumbing contractor, give us a call, 1800 816 830.